Hello, Robotics Notes fans. Happy August 11th. It is 12 midnight. And, got some sad news for this one today. Nothing bad happened. It's just that, this is the one in-game day that I have dreaded more than any other for Robotics Notes Elite like Animal Crossing. Not even near the end of the game where there's an entire phase in one day. I don't even dread that one as much as I dread tonight. Because if my memory serves me correctly, August 11th is the day that Gejine spends like half an hour explaining what magnets are. And it's a day that covers two phases, which are always way longer than the regular days, because it's the end of Phase 4 and the beginning of Phase 5. And the beginning of Phase 5 is Gejine spending half an hour explaining what magnets are. So, it's gonna be an episode today. Let's load the data. The next day, Akio announces that we have the day off from club, so I have some free time on my hands. Which can only mean one thing. Kill Ballad. It really does feel great to play Kill Ballad under the blue sky. It's been almost 2 hours since I ate lunch at home and came here. I'm feeling real fulfilled. It's been ages since I could play KB without anything on my mind. KB rocks. A little, a thing. I'd gotten a little out of practice, but it doesn't take long for me to get back into the flow of things. I input combos slowly so my muscle memory sets in. And then I input at full speed hundreds of times, mistakes and all. It takes about an hour to warm up, then I start putting my skills to the test online. I'm doing good. I take a breath and look around the park with Itaro. Was that take a breath or take... Yeah, it was take a breath, alright. I spot Irie standing on the roof of the town hall. What's she doing up there? I decide to take a break and check up on her. I come up near the tower. When I look up at it standing there, it reminds me of the whole typhoon incident. My knees are shaking a little. Irie-chan. I tried calling her. If someone saw me, they'd probably hear me yelling a girl's name to nobody. They'd probably think I was some kind of weirdo. Oh, damn. What is it, Yashio-san? Irie jumps 2 stories down from the roof. Her landing is gentle, weightless even. Upon closer inspection, she has a glowing icon on her forehead. She must be in Gejine mode. Wait, if she can switch at will, why does she make me tap her on the head every time? What are you doing? Confirming the progress of the verification test. Today, Japan Standard Time, year AD 2019, month 8, day 11, verification test 2946. What's the test for? An experiment using the EGI system. So basically, she's sending that weird noise into space. The reason you're sending that sound into space is classified, right? Do you send it every day? Yes. Have you gotten results? Yes, right now, in fact. Huh? What do you mean by... There's a sound from the grass behind me. Sound of something moving? Is it a snake? Maybe a stray cat? If it's a snake, it'd suck to get bit. Maybe I should go up to the 2nd floor instead of standing here and talking. Before I can finish that thought, I nonchalantly look up at the sky and spot something. What the heck is that? There's something in the sky that looks like a meteorite falling. But it doesn't seem to be falling very fast. Still, if it had hit someone on the head, it could be fatal. With the blue sky as its backdrop, the meteorite gradually lowers in altitude. Eventually falling into the grass nearby. There's no huge impact or shaking or anything. Just kind of falls with a tiny thud. Never seen a meteorite fall so close. Since the crash site is nearby, I walk over without even thinking about it. What the? It's a lot smaller than I thought. It's about the size of a pachinko ball. The surface is black. It looks pretty hard. It's still giving off a red glow, probably from the frictional heat. Why did this fall? I've lived on this island for 18 years, but this is the first time something like this has happened. Could it be related to the sound Gejine sent up? I cautiously reach out to the meteorite. Whoa. It discharged electricity. Taking a closer look, I also notice it's not black as much as it's a rusted color. And its luminescence doesn't go away. Maybe it isn't because of the heat? It almost looks like blinking and pulsating from the inside. Is that even possible? What the heck is this thing? A monopole. What? Gijine quietly says something. What? Can you say that again? Yes, it's a monopole. Oh, a monopole, eh? Oops, wrong button. What's that? I had no way of knowing the name of it was the name of a Nobel Prize worthy particle that had changed human science and tech forever. Alright. Ozonosphere actuator. Alright. Gamers. Are you ready? Because I'm not. But we're going in anyways. Allow me to explain what a monopole is. Also known as a magnetic monopole, its existence has yet to be observed in reality. It was a hypothetical elementary particle. That is until August 11th, 2019. Initially, magnets and ferromagnets were magnetic dipoles, always with a south and a north pole. For example, even if one were to break a bar magnet in half, they would not be separate S pole and N pole. They would simply become two smaller bar magnets, each with their own S and N poles. Concerning why magnets always have an S pole and an N pole, this has yet to be fully explained scientifically. Sorry, guys. The most plausible theory is that it is caused by the movement of electrons spinning around an atomic nucleus. But to explain it requires a quantum mechanical approach. Clarification by unified field theory is pending. Now I'll explain how a magnet is created. In a magnet, the behaviors of magnetism and electricity are closely related. When an electrical current is passed through a coil, magnetism is created. This is an electromagnet. Ferromagnets such as iron, cobalt, and nickel also become magnets temporarily upon contact with a magnet. However, the rate of demagnetization over time is high, and magnetism can even be lost within a matter of days. Heating a ferromagnet to its Curie temp causes a phase transition into a paramagnet. Atoms in said substance tend to arrange along Earth's magnetism. They face the same direction as geomagnetism. But geomagnetism is a weak magnetic force, so the number of atoms that face in the one direction is not sizable. By heating the ferromagnet to its Curie temp and aligning the facing of the atoms, then cooling it in this state of magnetization, its atoms will keep their alignment. This is called a permanent magnet. Despite its name, the magnetism isn't literally permanent. It just has a very low rate of demagnetization over time. According to Maxwell's equations, which calculate the behavior of electric and magnetic fields, lines of magnetic force can't be broken partway or newly created. This means that it must always flow from an N pole to its corresponding S pole. This also leads to the conclusion that an N pole or an S pole cannot exist by itself. However, such a monopole exists right here. This changes the relationship between electricity and magnetism. Its existence was only theoretical until now. Simply put, just like a plus and minus can exist independently in electricity, an N-pole and S-pole can exist independently in magnetism. This can be achieved by rewriting a portion of Maxwell's equations to... Enough. Stop. It's so funny, the enough stop in this, because she's gonna keep going. She says she's gonna stop, and then she's gonna keep going. Despite my forceful interruption, Irie shows no displeasure and simply obeys. Or, I guess she's Gejine right now. This is all making my head hurt. I literally have no clue what you're talking about. Magnets are very basic knowledge. I don't care if they are, I just want you to simply explain what a monopole is and why it fell here. That's all. Understood. As I explained, a monopole is a hypothetical elementary particle. The experiment that Master tasked me with was to use the EGI system to emit electromagnetic waves into Earth's magnetosphere to create a monopole. So it is related to that sound. Sorry, guys. 2,946 verification tests were performed up until now. This resulted in 2,945 failures and 1 success. Does this mean Kokamijime was trying to obtain a monopole? Why? I don't know. Please confirm this with Master himself. His objective might be written in Kamijima Report number 3 or beyond. You said monopoles are hypothetical particle. So, how is this thing actually here? NASA's 2003 Ulysses project resulted in data proving the existence of monopoles in super close proximity to the Sun. Oh, that was in report number 1. Though those research results were suppressed by the Tavistock Institute and the Committee of 300. They put pressure on NASA, eh? The fact that I actually buy that means I've become a full-blown conspiracy theorist. This is real bad. I've been corrupted by Kokamijima. Master obtained the data from NASA in secret and implemented a plan to create a monopole in Earth's magnetosphere. That would be the EGI system. So you made a monopole by sending buzzing sounds into space? Correct. She nods like this is the most natural thing in the world. It's that easy. Not at all. The magnetosphere, rotation and revolution of the Earth's solar activity, and the angle of EM wave emission all influence it. As far as factors contributing to today's success are concerned, the extreme state of solar activity this year is one. And the other? Your assistance when you opened and shut the radar dome at the top of the transmission tower on July 31st. Huh? Me? Due to your actions, the direction of the antenna was slightly corrected. I believe this coincidental shift in the EM waves emission coordinates contributed to today's success. The coordinates have now been mapped, and the possibility of creating further monopoles is high. Wait, you're gonna make more of these dangerous things fall from the sky? If they start falling regularly, the park might have to be closed. It'll get harder to spend time here. All I wanted was to relax and focus on my gaming. I suddenly realized something. A way to interfere with all this. So if the antenna's direction is changed, those things won't fall? Correct. Then I guess I'll do that. However, to accomplish that, you have two options. Rewrite the EGI system program, or intentionally change the angle of the antenna each day. Master's instructions were to conduct monopole formation experiments. I reset the optimal coordinates each morning. I'd have to climb that tower every day. Not only would that require a bit of courage on my part, it'd also be a pain in the ass. I guess I'll pass on it for today. By the way, what should I do with the monopole now that it fell here? I looked down at the monopole at my feet once again. For a hot second, I thought I was seeing things. I rubbed my eyes. Something's off. Why does the grass around it look normal, but the rock itself seems blurry? It's like there's a thin haze that stretches around the monopole. You could also say it resembles a layer of extremely fine grain of sand. Squint my eyes at it, and it looks like these grains are spinning around the stone at high speeds, maybe. Sorry about that. They can't actually be spinning around, can they? When I look at the round pachinko ball in its center, I notice something different too. If I had to make a comparison, it looks like an Anko bread roll with a cut in it. It's an unexpectedly flat shape. Please do not make the success of the monopole formation experiment public. Why not? You do not have the master's approval. Oh my god, I just had a panic attack? Okay, not a panic attack, I just panicked. My mouse was over the stop recording button, and when you mouse over it, it changes from its blue color to indicate that it's recording to the same, or from its red color to the same blue color as everything else, so I thought I wasn't recording this whole time. I was about to die. Your master died almost 10 years ago. I couldn't get approval even if I waited 100 years. The experiment was prepared and implemented by Master. Therefore, any public announcement of the discovered monopole involves Master's will. Also, announcing such a thing could draw the attention of the Committee of 300. Kokomijima was extremely cautious when it came to the Committee of 300. They're an organization powerful enough to hide evidence of monopoles that NASA discovered near the sun. In that case, if I did something stupid like go public about finding a monopole here, my life could be in danger. This is starting to sound like a Hollywood blockbuster. It's too much for a simple high schooler like me. Okay, Irie-chan, I won't go public with this monopole stuff. Thank you for your cooperation. However, the success of this experiment was your achievement, so you have the right to ownership. Excuse me? There are options outside of public announcement. Feel free to take it with you or dispose of it. That's all well and good, but this is a problem. Even if I wanted to pick it up, it's crackling with electricity. Plus it might explode or something. I can't take something that dangerous home with me. But if I left it here, some dog came out for a walk or a little kid playing could end up touching it instead. Because of how slowly it fell, it didn't leave an obvious crater or anything. Someone who didn't know better just saw this, they'd probably think it's some kind of random rock. That makes it even more dangerous. Heck, they could absentmindedly step on it, causing it to discharge electricity. Depending on what happens, it could be life-threatening. Should at least move the thing. Maybe I'll leave it on the first floor of the local hall. If I leave it under the stairs inside the building, there's almost no chance of a rando carelessly stepping on it. The only problem is, well, how do I get it there? Is there a way to carry this? That is unclear. It's still an unknown particle after all. By the way, I'm terribly sorry, but could you upload a photo or video of the monopole? Irie and Gejine have not actually seen it for themselves yet. What? Seriously? If I upload it to Itero, people from around the world might flood the park. I have no idea what it's worth, but even I know it'd be a huge that its discovery is a huge deal. If the world learned of it, there's no way I'd be able to game anymore. I bet it'd get dangerous around here too. I don't want that to happen. If you're cool that I can take a picture and give Irie-chan the data directly. Understood. I'll designate an upload location. Please send it there. It takes less than 2 minutes to take the photo and upload it to the designated place. I've received the data. It looks like some kind of mineral. Even Master didn't anticipate this form. I didn't ask for your impressions, just tell me how to carry this thing. Should be safe to pick up using non-magnetic rods. Guess I'll give it a shot. Find a couple of tree branches on the ground and try picking it up between them. The haze around the monopole looks like it sways. Is this really gonna be okay? The monopole itself looks like it's faintly emitting light from inside itself. I'm afraid it could explode at any moment. Let's just hurry and get inside the building. As for what I'm gonna do with this newfound pain in the ass, I guess I'll try talking to someone about it. Alright. I will see you all in 2 days for another episode of Robotics Notes Elite. Like Animal Crossing, we got through Magnet Talk. It's over. I'll see you tomorrow. Nochio!